do, or how I need to do what I do, a framework to help me be guided, to give me structure, to give me intentionality as a campus minister. And so I didn't know what else to do except just look at the way Jesus did it. And I I guess that sounds kind of basic, but that's where I was. And thinking who better to learn from to do ministry than the man. And so I went to the Gospels and started just pouring through the Gospels, just with an eye of trying to figure out how do you do ministry? How do you lead people? How do you change lives? And really the thing that stuck out to me the most as I'm really analyzing the way Jesus did ministry is I'll look at that very first opening scene from when Jesus begins his ministry. He's out on the seashore, and he goes to these guys, and he says, "Come, follow me. Make you fishers of men." And that really just was a major light bulb moment for me because I'm thinking, okay, he's saying to these guys, "You come and follow me, and I will guide you into becoming someone and something that you would not have otherwise been. I'm going to intentionally invest in you, come alongside you, and when we're on the backside of this, you will be a different person with a different perspective and a different calling." Here at Arkansas Tech as a freshman. So I'll let him tell it from there.
So I started at Arkansas Tech in 2001, and I was a broadcast journalism major. My plan was to be a news anchor or a TV personality. No intention of going into ministry or serving in ministry. I grew up in the Churches of Christ, kind of a long heritage and history of being in the Churches of Christ, specifically in Arkansas. This is my cousin Randy Hughes over here. My great-great-grandfather, J.A. Copeland, was a preaching, church planting internship, and immediately just found a calling. Interned there for 2 years and was able to apprentice with Chris for 2 years in the campus ministry. And now it's just really serendipitous to be in the position that he served in, and now I have a couple of apprentices that are a part of our campus ministry. And I do think back to that time where Chris was talking about discipleship, and Jesus calls the disciples, and he says, "Come with me, and I will make you fishers of men." And there's just no doubt to start a position in our campus ministry called an apprenticeship, which was a training ground for campus ministers where the ultimate goal would be to send them out to launch new campus ministries. And he had a Christian Chronicle in his hand, and it had this map on the front of it. And there was an article in that Christian Chronicle about Churches of Christ and campus ministries. And on this, you have all the places where there were campus ministries affiliated with Churches of Christ, and then all those places where there are universities with a certain size that don't have campus ministries. And I remember that conversation very vividly, and it still is rattling around in my heart.
Those of us who work in campus ministry sometimes think, why would anybody want to do anything else? This is the most awesome kind of ministry there is. Why do I think that? Why do people like Neil and I think that? Well, because lots of reasons. For one, it's during that phase in people's lives when they make some of the most important decisions that they'll ever make. During those college years, typically people form those friendships that tend to be the crucial friendships that they carry with them the rest of their lives. What bigger determiner of the person that you are than the people that you surround yourself with the most intimately? And so those friendships are huge. Spouse. So often during the college years, that's when people find and marry who they're going to marry if they do get married. Again, I mean, how can you overstate the importance of selecting wisely as you get married? And then career. It's usually during those college years that you determine what you're going to do with your life, career-wise, professional worldview. It's during those college years that we begin to see and understand the world in a way that we will probably continue to see and understand it the rest of our lives. I've heard it said that almost no high school student comes to college with a fully formed worldview. Almost no student leaves college without one. And that statement by itself explains how crucial those years are. And so if we're going to opportunity to be a light, to influence the entire globe, where would you go? Well, I would argue that the modern day VMRS is the university. And so that, among probably many other reasons, is to me why campus ministry is so crucial, so powerful, and so important to God's kingdom. At Arkansas State University, at Pepperdine, at Arkansas Tech University, at Oregon State, the world is coming to us. Isn't that amazing?